What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Super Draft player props video. This one's going to be the MLB first one I've been able to do over here on Super Draft. So excited to get into it, guys. Going to be giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Super Draft. As always, can 20x your entry if you put all 5 together. You can mix and match these. You can do whatever you would like to, but I'm going to be giving you guys 5 picks to get you winning some money. If you haven't signed up for Super Draft, would highly recommend you do so. It is a player props website and app where you win money off of picking the over and under on things like players, bases, strikeouts, etc. for MLB. Use that promo code KJK DFS to receive an instant match on your first $25 deposit today. Again, that's code KJK DFS. Or you can click the link down below in the description, get launched on over here to my page. That will give you that $25 match on your first $25 deposit. Just hit that click get offer. When you deposit $25 today, Super Draft will match your first $25 deposit, guys. So check that out. And if you enjoy the content, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. So let's get into it here. Going to be talking about one game in particular, and that game is going to be the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Chicago Cubs. If you watched my earlier video, you would know this, but if you didn't, don't worry, I'm here to tell you now. This game is going to be a fantastic hitting environment. It is in Chicago, in Wrigley Field, the best hitting environment in baseball when the wind is blowing out, it seems. I mean, just fantastic. It is the ballpark that is most impacted by wind. It's a wide open landscape as far as how the stadium is built. Sometimes these winds don't really impact other stadiums depending upon how they're built, but Wrigley, it is the field that is most impacted by wind. It's in the windy city of Chicago, and when the wind is blowing out, it is a very significant thing. It's already a good home run hitter's ballpark, good hitter's ballpark overall. Then you factor in the wind and the temperatures today, 84 degrees, 23 mile an hour winds blowing out to left center, and 2 pitchers that don't strike anyone out and allow the ball to be put in play early and often. That's going to lead to problems for them, and I want to be taking advantage of it over here on Super Draft today. So we're going to be starting, we'll go team by team here. The Arizona Diamondbacks first. Want to be targeting 2 of those hitters. Number 1, Dalton Varsho. Going to be taking the over on his 1.5 bases. For those of you that are new to MLB player props, bases is hits. So this is only going to count if they get a hit. If they get a walk or a hit by pitch or something like that, that does not count. Bases is hits. So 1.5 bases. So if they get a double, boom, they hit the over. If they get 2 singles, boom, they hit the over. If they get a home run, they hit the over, etc. So the first guy I want to talk about is Dalton Varsho. I like the over 1.5 bases for him. Pick number 1 on the video. Pick number 2. We're going to be going with a teammate in Ketel Marte. I like the over on his 1.5 bases as well. Taking on Kyle Hendricks, he's a guy that does struggle more so against left-handed hitting. Looking at his numbers across the board against righties, he gives up a 324 WOBA, but against lefties, it bumps up to a 354 WOBA. He also gives up a 213 ISO to those left-handed hitters. So lefties are definitely guys that you want to be targeting against him. And we have 2 good lefties in Dalton Varsho and Ketel Marte at the top of this Arizona Diamondbacks lineup. They have a 5.10 implied run total. Expect them to be able to turn the lineup over many times, get plenty of opportunities. And like I said, that wind is a big deal out there in Wrigley today. So those are going to be pick number 1 and 2 on the video. And pick number 3, 4, and 5, we're going to be going over to the other side of the Cubbies lineup. We're going to be going to the Cubbies lineup. They have a 5.9 implied total over here. And we're going to be going with their top 3 hitters. I mean, Rafael Ortega, Wilson Contreras, Ian Happ. They have the lowest strikeout rate of the bump. They're taking on Humberto Castellanos, who really just is not good. He doesn't strike anyone out. He gives up a lot of hard contact. The Arizona Diamondbacks also have the 2nd worst bullpen in the entire league. So I'm expecting the Cubs to have a big game here. And I want to be taking advantage. I want to be taking advantage of the top of the lineup with the guys that have the lowest strikeout rate. They're going to be putting the ball in play. Number 1, Rafael Ortega. I like the over 1.5 bases for him. Number 2, Ian Happ. I like the over 1.5 bases for him. And number 3, Wilson Contreras. I like the over 1.5 bases for him. Reasoning just went over. I mean, great hitting ballpark. You can see green across the outfield as far as Wrigley Field's concerned. Lots of balls dropping in the gap there. The wind's blowing out, which is going to be a big help for these hitters as well. The ball's just going to be flying out of the ballpark. There's a possibility all these guys hit home runs in this ticket, even though they're not the biggest power guys. All you have to do is get the ball in the air on a day like today in Wrigley, where the wind's blowing 23 miles an hour, and a routine fly ball to center could be a home run. It just gets crazy. So I want to be taking advantage of the weather. I want to be taking advantage of the low strikeout guys. I want to be taking advantage of the bad bullpen. The Cubs do have a really good bullpen, actually, which is a little bit scary. But the thing is, if they're able to get to Hendricks early, they're not going to be bringing in those top bullpen arms. They're going to be bringing in some more secondary arms. So that's what I'm anticipating here in this game today. So those are going to be my 5 picks to get you winning some money over here on Super Draft. You can 20x if you put them together. You can 10x if you do 4 6x if you do 3, 3x if you do 2. You can blend and mix these picks if you'd like to do multiple tickets to limit your risk if you'd like to, but that's the 5. If you haven't signed up for Superdraft, sign up today. Use that promo code KJKDFS to receive an instant max deposit on your first $25 deposit today. And you can click that link down below in the description if you'd like. Shoot you on over to this page, get the offer. You can use the code. You can go to the page, whatever you prefer, but you get that $25 match. And if you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Wishing you guys all the best of luck today on your MLB player props picks, and we will see you in the next one.